Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing your weekly zodiac reading. All signs are welcome, but this is for the sign of Virgo. Cross watchers are welcome. Anybody is welcome who feels that this reading is for them. So let's start with the Oracle card. Ooh, number 1. Bone collector. All right. You are whole and have everything you need within. Geez, Virgo, what a great message. When the bone collector appears, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you're fully present or reacting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation similar to the original event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception of limitation. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as flawed or unlovable or expect to be criticized. The bone collector reminds you that the truth is that you are a powerful being with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what has stolen from you in the wounding and is here for you as you reclaim it now. Wow. You have everything you believe you lack, and the bone collector is your inner resource. Act as if you have what you need, and you'll find you have it after all. Anything is possible. With awareness, wounds of the past need not define you. So, beautiful. Beautiful, Virgo. I'm getting that you've been clearing a lot of childhood trauma, and you are healing the stories about yourself that are in your bones. A lot of times our stories are written energetically in our bones. So, bone collector. And now it looks like you are shifting what you believe about yourself. You are shifting beliefs of lack, and that you have everything that you need. Wow. Feels like you're creating very new definitions for yourself, about yourself. Very empowering. All right, Virgo, let's get to your tarot reading. This is a general reading. I'm tuning into a collective energy. So take what resonates and leave the rest. If you would like a personal reading where I tune into your specific energies, there's a link in the description box below. Takes you right to my book online page. I have a lot of services there. All right. Virgo, in the past, we have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Keeping the peace. This feels like not keeping the peace as much as not taking action, because so the 5 of Wands upright, these people are taking action, but they're not really working together. They're practicing. They're trying to attempt something. So it kind of ends up chaotic, and, you know, there's even someone kind of falling or trying not to fall. It's a little chaotic. It's not perfectly done. And I get the feeling that in the past, you really allowed a need to do things perfectly, to not make a mistake. Maybe that was part of childhood trauma. Raised in a family with beliefs that perfect pictures, you need to be perfect. You need to appear perfect. There's no room for mistakes, which is how we learn. So it makes learning something new very difficult. So it looks like you're not even wanting to take action because it won't be perfect. It looks like you wanted, you were in a loving connection in the past, maybe a soulmate connection. Maybe you wanted this to appear perfect as well. You might have been in a connection with someone who was with very inconsistent energy, someone who was a player, and maybe you felt a very loving soul connection, but it looks like it at least started in a very sexual way, sexual attraction, very attractive, very sudden, but with someone who is so inconsistent. You believed that this was your soul fulfillment. This was your blessings, your dreams come true. But you ended up feeling very alone and isolated in this connection. Very separated, not loved, not cared for, but alone. And it feels like you've stayed in that connection trying to make it work. What was driving your past energy was a desire to be loved, to be cared for, to have someone be your cheerleader and say wonderful things and make you feel good. Anything else we need to know about what was coming from the subconscious? It looks like your ideas about love and romance, the way I'm even getting like idealized. You had maybe a fantasy, idealized version of what love was that was not practical, was not realistic. And so you were showing yourself in the past that just because you have a picture of what love needs to be doesn't mean that that's what you're going to get. Because it feels like you had that desire, you had that loving feeling, you had that love, that soul connection, and felt that this was soul fulfillment. But it looks like the person you were dealing with, they were very inconsistent. They're on a very different page than what you wanted. Feels like you didn't want to hear that. So you kind of ignored signs that they were sharing that you were on a different page. But you wanted what you wanted. You wanted to build on this foundation. All right, Virgo, in present energy, we have the 9 of Wands. You're feeling wounded, exhausted, betrayed. Maybe this person from your past put you in a third party scenario. They didn't care. Whatever happened, whether this was an affair or you put them first and they put you second, third, fourth, last. They were reckless with your heart. There was a lack of care. Feels like in the past, if you really are willing to look at it, you had that love and they were focused on more sexual gratification. gratification, especially sexual. So it looks like this person shows themselves off to be a leader of the family, a leader in maybe the business and work that they do. This person acts like a leader, but they're not. They're insecure. They control. They manipulate. They haven't really conquered themselves because they're just going wherever their passion takes them. And so they haven't really learned how to be consistent for themselves, to heal their wounds. And so they manipulate others. They try to control others. They're a tyrant. This is a very deceptive person. I also feel that they don't really care that they hurt others. It's, they're doing what they need to do. They feel justified that what they do, the actions that they take. I can see why you're protecting yourself against this energy. I would protect myself against this energy as well. There's a complete lack of love. 10 of Cups in reverse. This person is not looking for love. They're looking for control. They're looking for ego gratification. They need others to see them as perfect already. So again, that perfection picture is coming up. All right, what's driving this current energy is Temperance in reverse, a lack of balance, impatience. Sagittarius energy. Imbalance is driving what's happening in current energy. Feels like this person is very imbalanced within, and they create imbalance wherever they go because of that imbalance. There's no love in their actions. Stems from an inability to love themselves. Wow. And they have a lot of pain in their subconscious that's coming forward to be dealt with. A lot of pain in the past is creating this, it's unhealed wounds from their past, from their subconscious are coming up. But instead of healing this person projects their pain, their wounds onto others around them. This person's world's getting smaller and smaller because they're creating their own dystopian, their own reality. And there's no love in this reality, and it's painful to be in their reality. This person, their egos created a whole fantasy version of who they are. And they can't have anything other than how they want to perceive themselves, how they need others to perceive themselves, how they need to perceive themselves. There's a lack of truth and honesty here. So I get why you're noping out of this. You're protecting yourself against this energy. Wow. Wow. Virgo, your next steps is devil energy. So it feels like this person is coming back in your energy, is in your energy, and wanting to pull you back in. Come back into my delusional fantasy that I'm perfect. Keep telling me how lovable I am and keep fluffing my ego. Tell me how amazing I am. Tell me what I want to hear. Don't tell me the truth. They want to see if you're still trauma bonded. 4 of Cups. Nope. Looks like you're looking at You know, there was love there, but you're not interested in this. Wow. I feel like you're just, the Nine of Wands and the Four of Cups, you're just like, no, it doesn't even feel like you have to really, you're arguing with yourself or you're divided. It feels like you're just, I am just not interested. I don't remember ever being interested. It feels like this encounter is really freeing you to see, oh my gosh, I'm no longer hooked into this energy. I'm no longer hooked into this type of energy. And what's driving your next steps is the Lovers in reverse, is your desire to detach from this person, to end this soul contract, to end this contract with this person, to separate from this type of energy. Not even just this person, but anybody who's in this devil energy. And because you're no longer willing to sacrifice yourself in connections. And you're not taking any opportunity that comes from the devil energy, from codependency, dependency, trauma bonds, toxicity, addiction. Wow, very empowering. All right, Virgo, that's your empowering reading. Absolutely beautiful. Feels like you have really shifted from your past energy to where you are now and where you're moving. So, great for you. Take care. Bye.